here in Kano. You may have heard on previously that the Kano State Executive Council has held an extraordinary meeting where issues were discussed, including the relationship between Kano State Government and the Emirate. And at the end of it, there was a statement or briefing by the Secretary to the State Government, Alhaji Usman Alhaji, who announced that the Council unanimously approved the immediate dethronement of Emir Muhammad Sanusi II, who was the 13th Emir of Kano and has been on the throne since the 8th of June 2014. And the statement from the Secretary to the State Government highlighted some of the reasons why the decision was taken by the Council. And with me to discuss more about this and to tell you more about such reasons by the State Executive Council, I have with me the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje, Malam Abba Anwar, who will respond to some questions on this matter. Malam Abba, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
We've just heard the news and you were there during the briefing. Why was the Emir removed?
Well, as you have just mentioned, that the removal was announced during the Executive Council meeting when the Secretary to the State Government, Alhaji Usman Alhaji, briefed members of the Council and the press that it was a unanimous decision by the Council under the chairmanship of His Excellency, my Governor, the Governor of Kano State, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje, that they approve the immediate removal, dethronement of the Emir of Kano, Malam Muhammad Sanusi II. And the reasons were given that the Emir was found in total disrespect to lawful instructions from the office of the Governor. The Emirate itself is being put in place by a law, so it is only natural that when you're occupying that position as an Emir, you also respect another constituted authority. So there is that total disrespect to instructions that are lawful, that are coming from the governor's office. So these, among others, were part of the reasons why the Emir was dethroned. And also, he is persistently resisting to respect, to obey invitations that are given to him for him to attend government functions and events. And he did that without any lawful reason. Even if he had any, we were not told. So these are part of the reasons why the Emir was dethroned this afternoon.
So it's disloyalty in a nutshell. So what will be the next step to be taken by the government?
Maybe before the next step, we didn't say that just offhand. We mentioned specific provision of the law that establishes the Kano Emirate councils, that we now give his breach of Part 3, Section 13, subsection A to E. So we didn't just remove him just by mere statement or without any, maybe without falling back to the set rules and regulations. And maybe the next step, I don't know, maybe why too much in a hurry. We have a process of doing things. This thing was not done just like that. We followed some processes. We have procedures of doing everything. So after the removal, it is the process that will take its course. So I think people should just be watching. They will see what will happen next.
Maybe because they are concerned with the vacuum to be created by this action. But the 14th Emir is currently undergoing investigation by the Kano Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission. Why the investigation not completed and this action is taken?
Yes, not only the Kano State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission, he was also he is under probe by the State Assembly. So this clearly tells you how in tune, how respectful we are to the separation of powers. The State Assembly is an independent body, so also the executive. So we cannot interfere in what the State Assembly is doing, and so you may have a question that what will happen to the property of the State Assembly. So me as a spokesperson of the governor, that is from the executive part of the government, I cannot say what will happen, but maybe that will be given. So also the State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Commission, governor or the government does not interfere in the activities of Anti-Corruption Commission. So as the Anti-Corruption Commission is doing its own, we are also doing our own. So, one cannot stop two from appearing.
Okay, now is he going to be barred from Kano, or does the new Emirates law doesn't make any provision for that?
Well, as I said earlier, there are processes of doing things. We now leave that process. We leave that procedure to take its course, whether it will be barred in the law or not, whether this or that. But traditionally speaking, a town or a city does not have two emirs at a time. You remember his grandfather, when he was removed or when he left the office, he moved to Azari, faraway Bauchi State. It was late Governor Abu Karimi who now brought him back to Udin, which is also under Kano. So, there are processes of doing things, and people should just watch and be seeing what unfolds.
Okay, Abba. How soon will a new emir be announced?
That also is part of the process. We have a law in place, and there are process and procedures of electing a new emir. We have kingmakers, that is reflected in the law that establishes the emirate. So there are procedures to follow. And it's not the governor that will now say so person is the emir, or so person cannot be an emir. So there are set rules and regulations within the law itself that establishes the emirate. So we also have kingmakers. So we will follow the same procedure.
So the speculations being made that one of the new emirs in the four newly created emirs will be brought to Kano to replace the deposed emir. Well, so it's not true.
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
No, it's all over the town and local media.
Yeah, you cannot prevent people from making statements, whether rightly or wrongly.
So is the consultation with the council, that is the Kingmakers Council, started or is yet to commence? If
the consultation even started before the decision was taken.
Okay.
If you were there and you are there, and I know you can recall that the Secretary of State Government said, before reaching to this decision, before we reach to this point, there were consultations by stakeholders. So consultations already started, and we are still in the consultation, and we will continue to be in the consultation.
Okay, thank you, Malaba. So I've been talking with the Chief Press Secretary to Kano State Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje, Abba Anwar, on the issue, on the matter that just broke this afternoon, the dethronement, the 14th Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi, the second by the State Executive Council at the end of its extraordinary meeting presided over by Governor Abdullah Umar Ganduje. So we'll continue to keep you posted as soon as more updates come up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
women aren't simply born. We are forged through the challenges of life. With each challenge, we grow mentally and emotionally. We move forward with our head held high and a strength that cannot be denied. Welcome to yet another scintillating episode of Click Light, where we entertain you through movies, music, fashion, creativity, and lifestyle. I am Ekemini Williams. Now, if you want to know what's on the plate for today, stick around.
One buy all the drinks. You want pick up all the girls, you be hit up.
Wonderful idea.
So, I think we are off to a good start. Ding! Entertainment news.
The bottles are popping. The bottles are popping.
One of Nigerian rapper M.I. Abaga's die-hard fan has written a book on him and his ideologies expressed in his music. The fan, identified as Buki, shared the cover page of the book. This reportedly is the first time after Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti, a fan will write and publish a book on an artist.
He's allowed.
M.I., who probably be like, see that? To his rivals in the industry, seemed pleased with the book, which appeared to be focused on self-worth.
Niggas saying that we jealous, cause they don't jam me for quill-ups. One buy all the drinks. You want pick up all the girls, you be hit up. 3 bodyguard, 2 chicks with the body by you want to me now.
Although the book reportedly is a story from the rapper's 4th studio album titled A Study of Self-Worth, highlighting M.I.'s personal struggles.
The worst thing that's done to you as a black man is the idea that you always have to be strong.
Produced under the Chocolate City record label.
But sometimes your best isn't good enough, you know. And my best wasn't good enough.
The rapper has recently announced his own record label as he exits Chocolate City. We wish him the best.
The number of COVID-19 cases here in the nation surpassed 5,600 and the death toll.
The COVID-19 coronavirus has not only shaken the China's entertainment industry, but also affected other climes such as France, US, South Korea, and more. The hugely popular K-pop group BTS cancelled a series of planned concerts in South Korea, billed for April at Seoul's Olympic Stadium. The group management agency said the decision was made due to the impossibility of predicting the scale of outbreak in South Korea come April. 200,000 fans were expected to attend. Likewise, the release of the much-acclaimed spy thriller and James Bond sequel, No Time to Die. This has been postponed to late 2020, which was earlier anticipated in April. On a lighter note, Maven Records boss Don Jazzy, with real names Michael Collins Adjere, has stirred curiosity and concern in the minds of his fans recently.
Jesus, you love me too much, too much, too much, excess love. Jehovah, love me too much.
Don Jazzy, in time past, who was admired for his mafia-like charisma, may have lost touch of that air. Many have attributed this latest confusing version of Don Jazzy to loneliness and delayed decision to walk a lady down the aisle.
Let's gossip small. Don't judge me.
However, the 37-year-old Maven boss still has the Midas touch of churning out stars from his record label.
Bigger than Maven, don't be funny. Them they feel me from Ogogo Michael down to Asia, Colombia calling.
Who they eat? I
say who they eat. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, yeah. Who they eat? I say who they eat. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, yeah. Can I be your side nigga? I send this up. And if your answer be no, then you for be my girl. Break up with your boyfriend on board. Break up with your boyfriend on board. Kakonia, Kakonia, I need my wedding.
I think it is quite encouraging when fans go the extra mile to appreciate celebrities. And of course, MI for one has revealed previously his struggles with, fear of abandonment, of failure. And I see there have been a shift in the entertainment industry where entertainers have been emboldened to speak about their personal struggles, and most times depression has been the major topic. I feel this is apt, and it's really going to break down the stigma of the mental health, and of course encourage the younger ones who look up to these celebrities as role models to seek help when experiencing similar cases. At this point, I am glad to bring to you the artist for the week.
Oh, baby girl, you're my Georgie, real African Bobby, you the life of the body.
My name is Okita Gakuse, but you know me as the Phantom, the intellectual, lyrical, spiritual, sub-Saharan soundbender. And don't get it confused on, my style of music is Afrofusion.
Girl, give my change over. She bring the light in, she give me leg over. I give her sliding, she tackle me for.
Everybody's interested in growth. I myself, I want to grow as an artist. So I'm steady working in the studio, working on music with major producers, collaborating with other bigger artists also that are established and that can shed more light on my profile as an artist.
Oh, baby girl, your love is wicked. No go do the thing, no go got my ticket. You want me one crush from long time. Girl, you know you want me one crush from long time. Oh, baby girl,
it's been ups and downs, so many ups and downs actually. Where I am right now is kind of in a transitional phase because I'm a bit away from the media and everything. I'm working on new music, but some highlights have been, first of all, the release of my mixtape back then in 2013. That was a highlight for me because I got so